So the last half day on day number 2 afternoon, our course sprint number 4 covers 4 different chapters: the Scrum roles, the organization, and another 2 which are more or less optional. The one is scaling Scrum, which is connected to some of the learning objectives, but not clearly a separate learning objective. And what I really like to do in this classroom is very often to challenge Scrum a little bit, so that the people take what they have learned and heard over the so far in this classroom situation, and that they start asking questions about it, challenging it a little bit more, highlighting risks, etc. So this is something which I really like to do as a summary, as the end of a course. Scrum roles. This chapter covers, of course, the 3 different Scrum roles we have. Also the Scrum team, also the service of, for example, Scrum Master to the organization, etc. And the topic, the organization itself, is also highlighting what it means if you introduce Scrum in an organization, what needs to be changed, what are the implications to management, etc., etc. And also what are the connections then, once again, to the roles and the events. So this is a very, very important half day. And the interesting aspect about this is, in my classes, very often this is almost mainly done by the participants themselves. Of course I'm observing, of course I'm watching, of course I'm debriefing stuff, but we're doing that a lot in exercises, and they are coming up with the knowledge and experience, and they are exchanging that. So this is the one half day where I have to do the least, I mean, in terms of presenting theory. This is more really me standing aside from the participants, observing and watching. And if I see something which is probably wrong, yeah, I use the word wrong here, then interfering and correcting that, of course, yes. But like I said, Scrum roles is really highlighting all the different aspects. I've created a structure for describing the Scrum roles, like what kind of skills do they have, what the kind of education, what are the objectives, what are the rules they need to follow, to which events do they need to go, etc. You can find that in flip charts in the descriptions of the exercise, and it's really giving them a strong experience. One feedback I got recently when I did the code training with Arne Allender at BMW was one of the pretty experienced Scrum Master said, okay, he didn't get really so much out of this learning, of this training anymore, because he knew most of the stuff, but particularly this exercise give him a new insight into the Scrum Master role and how he himself can explain it to, like I said, managers or other roles in the enterprise, in the organization, and also what the interacting between and the service to the organization is between the Scrum Master and like management, line management, and the enterprise itself.